Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Something's outside.
Turn the light on.
Hold on. Something's outside. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear nothing.
Well, look. Can you hear anything?
It's so dark out there you can't see nothing. I'm not going out. What the hell is that?
What's that noise?
Sounds like a vehicle.
I'm scared, Paul.
I'm not getting out.
I'm not either.
Where's your bear spray?
Has this ever happened to you?
Have you ever been pulled out of your sleep by a rattle of a door handle? Does your mind wander and fear set in every bump, bang, or rustle? Do you picture a big bear lurking in the dark? What goes through your mind?
Hi, and welcome to Rebellion Off-Road. Today we're going to be discussing security for trailers, RVs, tents, even your campsite if you happen to be out in the backcountry. Come up with this plan to install a wireless camera on my Offgrid trailer. Now, I've done this as a temporary thing just to see how everything works. I have Starlink, so I'm able to, connect wirelessly and check it out through my trailer when I'm inside. I also have the ability on this particular camera to do like an SD card. If I want to look at the images afterwards and see what's been poking around, I can do that. There's also a motion alert. So at night when you're in the trailer and if there's motion detected, the alarm will go off. So it'll give me some time to plug it into the Starlink and able to look what's outside. So without further ado, let's get started on this. So the camera I bought is just a cheap camera for now. I wanted to make sure that everything works first before I went through the process of installing anything good. And let's face it, it's just for camping. It's not for anything, high tech. So the camera I purchased is called Timizan. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's got the wireless antenna. It's got a solar charger. And how I gonna plan to connect this is I got this pipe clamp, and these are like for woodworking and so forth. So if you guys have not seen one of these, sort of got a spindle at the bottom that you can tighten up on something, and then it's got this 3/4 inch rigid, 3/4 inch threaded on both ends. So what I eventually will do is take this bottom piece off and maybe just thread it into a pipe flange 3/4 inch, and I'll put that in a description of what it looks like. But that's what I'm using right now, so I can fasten this really quickly when I get to camp, and I don't have to worry about it falling off. So this just tightens and this compresses onto whatever you want it to fasten to. So what I did is I got this is called fitting, a 3/4 inch PVC fitting. It's called an FA because it's a female adapter, and it goes on a 3/4 inch piece of PVC plastic, electrical tubing. And then I also put like a terminal adapter on here, which threads in with a lock nut into this box. This box I had down in my basement, it's like a 4x4 by 4 inch deep, and it does no other purpose than allow me to fasten the camera to the plastic. It's a pretty easy setup, and I did the same thing with the solar panel. I was able to screw that in to the box because it's plastic, pretty easy to do, and it's got a lot of cable. Like if I had to reroute this somewhere else, I could do that, but for now I just thought, well, I'll give it a whirl. So that's the solar panel and the camera itself. So this threads into the FA because it's got threads on the inside. So I'll just keep this together when I get to site. So that's what it looks like threaded in to the camera. You can see on the display right now that it's charging through the solar. So yeah, it's about roughly, I don't know, tip to tail, you're probably looking at about just over 5 feet, almost 6 feet of height. So when I put that on the trailer, it's gonna extend the view quite a distance out. Now, the only thing I would have changed differently on this camera, it's called active motion. This thing comes with a pretty good manual. It's a smart PTZ battery camera, so it's all wireless, micro SD card inside. It also has a power button and a reset button, so power, reset. This camera has a 355 degree pan with a 9-degree tilt. So it has a wide range of motion, field of view of 110 degrees. The waterproof rating on this is an IP66, which is pretty standard. I think they go up to IP67. It's got an app that you can download so that when you're not connected to the Wi-Fi, you can just pull up the app and have a look on the camera. It's just a number of features, just a cheap little camera, but it's got night vision, night color vision. I can see everything. I'll give you an example of what it looks like. But yeah, I think it'll work out. So what do you say we take this camera out to the backcountry and have a look at how it performs, how it did for us, and just overall what we thought of it. You should stay tuned to the very end of this video, as we'll have some blooper reels. It's kind of funny. We had fun making this one. So I could make that longer if I wanted to, but I don't want to get it too high up there that it starts shaking. So I think this later on I might just take these clamps off and use the 3/4 inch rigid and screw right into like pipe clamps itself, threaded pipe clamps, and which are fixed on each corner of my trailer. Then I can move it any which way I want it to. You know, if I want to take a different shot, I can. But for now, this is where we are going to keep it. We're going to try it out tonight. See what kind of images we get at night, see if it works. Right now I got it connected to Starlink and it works fine. So all I got to do when I'm ready to leave is just unscrew it, pop it off, shut it off, and stick it into the trailer, and we're good to go. It's another set of eyes you have when you're inside the trailer, and you can have something else be looking outside.
Paul!
What?
There's somebody outside. Something knocked.
What?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not going out there.
Have a look. Look outside your window.
It's black out there, though. Can't see anything. The windows are all foggy. I can't see
You can't
nothing.
see anything. Okay, you go outside.
Yeah, right. I ain't going anywhere. We'll just plug in the Starlink, I think. And we'll wait for the camera to fire up. Starlink will be fired up, and then we'll just take a look through the camera. We should be good to go.
Paul. Paul. You fucker.
Yes, dear?
No, we can't. Okay. I'll turn the light on. Has this ever happened to you? Okay, let's do that part again.
Has
Ready?
this happened to you?
Has this ever happened to you?
No, has this happened to you?
Okay, I got an itchy nose. Hold on. Okay.
Just be simple.
Okay. Ready? Has this happened to you?
Ready. Okay. Has
this
happened to you?
No. It's just not right. I don't know. It just doesn't sound right. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, ready? Has this
ever
happened
to you?
You little fucker. Okay, no. Okay, ready? On three. On three. 1, 2, 3. Has this happened? Stop it!
Ever. We're going to put ever in there.
We're putting ever in there now?
Yeah. 1,
2, 3.